Oh. We're live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I thought you were.
I didn't see
Hi,
that.
guys.
Hi. We're back with some more Rocket League tonight. We're going to have our JV team playing against New Mexico University.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
New Mexico's currently ranked third, I think, right beneath us.
Really? This is going to be an intense game
So,
then.
yeah, this is kind of the fight for second place here.
So, on our opponent's side, we have Agua, Sax, and Aaron. Right off the kick, we have Aaron and Sax taking control of the ball, but Sarah quickly moves to steal it, heading towards the New Mexico side. Sax shuts that down really quickly, but Tomir comes in. Sax is sticking to defense, it looks like, but Lucky Luke takes that air dribble, dropping down, kind of combating with Agua. We're really close to the Vandal goal here, but Tomir was there as defense. Sax takes to the air, and Aaron backs him up, but they both miss, not quite getting towards the goal as they'd like. A bit off on their aim. Tomir launches himself up to meet the ball. Here's Sarah watching for an opportunity, but unfortunately Aaron gets off the bounce and makes the first goal of the match. I'm Amelia, by the way. Hi.
And I'm Autumn. It's us again.
Yeah, we're going to be switching for the next game as well. It will be me and Summer for the next matchup. But for now, you have us.
Yeah, for now.
Right off the kickoff, it looks like it was pretty even, but Sax capitalizes and goes straight for the goal. But thankfully, Tomir, with that amazing defense, saves. Another attempt at a goal, and another save from Tomir. Here's Aaron going for another one, but Tomir and Sarah are supporting each other. Now we're heading towards the New Mexico goal. Agua turns things around, but Lucky Luke steals it right from under his nose. Here's Sax just stealing it from the goal. Now we're moving around in the midfield, watching Agua and Tomir come head to head. Bounces off the top. Lucky Luke chases after, trying to intercept before Aaron and Agua go for it. But now it's center field, heading towards the side with Agua, trying to keep it away from the New Mexico goal. And we are now heading to our Vandal goal. Sax aims for a shot, but is denied by Sarah and Tomir. Lucky Luke and Tomir take off a second goal, but Sax comes in at an opening and takes the second point for New Mexico.
Yeah, no, our JV team's always been rough with defense, so it's just kind of seeing if they can get warmed up and ready for these next big plays.
Yeah, if we can see a tighter defense, a more aggressive offense, then things will be going well for us. Right off the bat, Lucky Luke makes a nice kick forward, but is shut down by the New Mexico State. It was a really slow kick anyway. Honestly, if they didn't get that, I would be depressed.
Yeah.
There's Sax at the D and at the defense. I'm not going to say that ever again.
Please no.
Agua goes for a shot, but it's posted. Aaron tries to turn it around, but Sarah and Tomir and Lucky Luke are all taking up post. Trying to zoom around the Vandal goal. Our team is just trying to ensure that they're not able to get that third shot. Sarah pinches it. Oh, a demolish from Agua might give them an opportunity at a shot, but Lucky Luke is there coming out from the goal, launching the ball over to the New Mexico side. Sarah tries to follow up, but Sax intercepts mid-air. Tomir takes it from the midfield. We are now back in the Vandal goal. Agua demolishes Sarah from the goal side defense in an attempt to open up things. It did open up, but they were not able to capitalize on that. The Vandals were able to get it temporarily out of the goal. That was a really close shot by the New Mexico State players, but it posted. Tomir saves once again. Honestly, we need to see a much stronger offense from our Vandals in order to make any progress in this game. Here's Lucky Luke trying to take it forward. Conflict with Aaron, but he gets past it well enough, but Sax steals it when it's not completely in the control of Lucky Luke. Agua goes up against all three of our Vandals and fails, but Aaron tries to back him up and succeeds with a third point. That's not fun.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a really rough game for the Vandals here.
Yeah, if we could get 1 point on the board, it would lessen that.
Yeah.
Looks like our players aren't too worried, though, as we're going into the fourth setup, fourth kickoff.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, the ball is launched to the side and then towards our goal, but Tomir and Sarah are able to keep it away. Lucky Luke bounces it to the air, but unfortunately Agua takes it back to the goal. It's posted. That was a really close shot, just a little off. Agua's going in for another one, but Tomir, Sarah, and Lucky are all ready for him. Look at that. Tomir denies, and Lucky Luke follows up, trying to get that opening just a little more open, but unfortunately Sax demolishes, and Sarah comes in for backup. Sax heads in for another shot with Agua back, taking that final hit and making a fourth point.
Yeah, no, this has been some very impressive playing from New Mexico here. They've been really good at getting kind of like tapping those balls in, but once again, Vandals just need to tighten up the defense a tiny bit more.
They're definitely kicking it.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, Tomir takes it towards the New Mexico side. A really aggressive stance that we haven't seen from them very often. Supported by Sarah, but unfortunately Sax is able to steal it. Agua there to support him. I'm seeing a lot of communication and mixed plays here that are benefiting New Mexico. Lucky Luke's trying to watch for an opportunity to take the ball, but he misses his shot, and unfortunately the game ends with New Mexico winning 4-0. Or 0-4, sorry.
No, that was it was a game.
It was a game.
It was a game.
But it's not horrible. We can come back from this.
No, agree. This is it's just giving the Vandals a chance to warm up, maybe swap out some people, maybe just learn no, we're doing the same. That's okay.
That is A-okay?
Yeah. It's for them to get comfortable with each other, you know? It's just a good round to be able to evaluate the other team's playing style as well and maybe get prepped for the next one.
Yeah, and now we are heading into the second game of the series. Tomir and Agua clash in the center. Tomir taking an advantage. However, Aaron follows that up, clashing in the center with Tomir, but New Mexico has more power, and Sax launches it into the goal not 11 seconds into the game and taking the first point of the match.
Yeah, no, the goal was pretty open there. It was very close save there by Tomir, but sadly wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, we just need to be a little bit more a little bit faster, a little bit more power, then we can seriously benefit from these plays. Sarah clashes in the center, but loses the advantage. Agua goes straight for the goal, but posts up top. The second shot posts up top. It is Vandal goal, and thankfully Sarah is there to try and take on the offense, backed up by Tomir and Lucky Luke, but now we're dropping back because Sax takes possession. We are heading towards the goal. There's Lucky Luke at the defense. Tomir taking up to offense against Aaron, and oh wow, all three of the New Mexico players were there. Sarah has an open midfield, passes to Tomir, but it gets stolen by New Mexico State. Tomir tries to turn it around, but New Mexico is aggressive, and they make a second shot there with Sax.
Yeah, no, New Mexico is a very, very fast, very aggressive team here, which is admirable.
They're playing very well. It's actually a really nice team to watch.
Yeah, no.
I would love it if our Vandals did that.
You know, sometimes it takes getting beat by these teams to be able to, like, you know, imitate what they do.
That's true. Tomir once again clashes in the center with Aaron. Agua takes advantage and goes for a shot to support Sax, but posts up top. Vandals temporarily get the ball, but once again, just stolen by the New Mexico State. Honestly, if New Mexico had like a little better aim, they would have so many more points. It's not even funny.
Like, so many posted.
Like, it would be a disgusting difference.
Yeah.
Tomir saves right there with Sarah and Lucky Luke also posting defense. All three of our Vandals are here, but we really need to keep pushing a little bit more power. Maybe they need to pick up some pennies. but Aaron goes for another shot. Lucky Luke misses, but Tomir comes in for the save. Sax takes a second shot, but our Vandals are just solid on defense. I guess they heard your earlier comment about their defense.
I mean, they are right there, so.
That's true. Oh, but unfortunately, Lucky Luke's save did not keep away Sax's goal, and it's now 3-0 at 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was pretty rough there. They were all the Vandals were like right there too. I can imagine that they might be a bit beat up about that one.
Yeah, this isn't looking good. It's only been 2 minutes and they're already 3 points up. That's not a good difference.
Yeah, no.
Sax immediately taking the offense with Aaron. Tomir at the goal clashes with Sax. Agua takes to the air, trying to keep the momentum going for New Mexico. Lucky Luke's there. Aaron steals from Lucky. Sax goes for a goal, but bounces it off the side, only for Aaron to take advantage of the bounce and send it to the goal, making that 4-0.
Yeah, no, it's clear that New Mexico has really been taking advantage of our open goals.
That and our passiveness.
Yeah, and our passive playing here.
Yeah, we really need to stop reacting and start acting. Here's Tomir and Aaron in the center. It goes for the advantage to New Mexico. Sarah tries to go up to get the ball, but misses. Lots of missing here, but Lucky Luke is able to shoot straight for it, but Aaron takes the air control, bouncing it off the side, possibly to get advantage over the goal, but our Vandals are solid in their defense now, at least. The best defense is a good offense. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why they're making so many goals. They have such an aggressive offense that we can't even try to push them to defense. We haven't even passed center field.
No, the ball has been on the Vandal side for the vast majority of this round.
Yeah, and there's Sax scoring the 5th point with assistance from Aaron. We really need to start pushing.
Yeah.
If we want to get any points on the board.
Yeah, no, they also need to start playing a bit more aggressive here. Start really trying to push the ball towards the other team's side, Mexico's side.
If they just need to start taking turns, racking up boosts. What was that?
What?
Agua just... No, not respectfully. Disrespectfully. What was that? Agua had a near straight shot to the goal for a solid 2 seconds. That would have been enough. If they pushed it, they would have gotten another goal right off the bat. What was that?
God.
No. The Vandals can do better than this.
Come on, I've seen the JV team play. They can do better than this. I know.
Yeah. There's Aaron just spinning towards the goal. What? And hey, Tomir made a point! Yay! It is now 5-1.
Nice.
I'm still a little mad, but it was a great shot from our goal to theirs. And the reason it worked was because all 3 of their players were on our side pressing offense, and Tomir's defense was powerful enough to send the ball flying.
Look at
but
that.
I don't think they're going to let that happen a second time as Sax takes the advantage. Lucky Luke passes center field. Yay! That's a great position to be in, except for the fact that Sax once again takes an aggressive stance and pushes towards the Vandal side goal. A few top bounces. Aaron going for the goal. Tomir and Lucky Luke teaming up to stop him. They probably do need to team up. Tomir taking offense, possession. Lucky Luke meeting in the air with Aaron, but Aaron takes possession, heading towards the Vandal goal. Can we get there fast enough? Tomir and Sarah are able to save. And Sax watching the ball, looking for that opportunity. We have 30 seconds remaining. Can we prevent them from making a 6th point? That's the question here. I'm not even really asking if we can make a 2nd point. Can we prevent them from making a 6th?
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at this point.
Aaron at our goal from a nice solid pass all the way from Agua at the other end. Now they're trying to make that 6th goal. They have 6 seconds left. They pass over the Vandal goal, but Aaron is there trying to make that 2nd point. Lucky Luke denies, and we get to keep some of our dignity.
Some. just a few drops.
Yeah, it is 5-1 in the end. That's 2 out of the 5 games.
Yeah.
Wow. Yay.
So we can see Tommy here was a pretty strong player with a goal, 2 saves, and a shot.
Yeah, Lucky Luke also was very aggressive defensively.
Yeah, no, they were really trying. I can give them that. There were a few times where they weren't.
It looks like Dub's getting switched in.
Okay.
And Pinhead. We're going to have Pinhead, Tomir, and Dub for the next round.
Okay.
That should be good.
It's an interesting combination. I like them. Yeah.
Yeah. This should be a more aggressive team, but who knows? They're fast-paced. Yeah. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Sarah and Lucky Luke are really good supports.
No, agreed, 100%. They're both very good players. I could see them. They were all pulling their weight.
Yeah, but having two supports against a team that's all aggressive is not the best setup.
Yeah.
Hopefully going into this next game, we see a significant change.
No, 100%. I'm hoping that the Vandals will step it up a tiny bit here. But I have faith. They're all. I mean, they're a strong team.
We still have 3 matches that we could play. We could go through all 5 matches of the series.
Exactly.
As long as we win.
As long as we win, then that'd be great. Yeah.
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 But if I see another thing happen, like what Aaron did, and just essentially rolled the ball over to our goal on kickoff, I will be greatly disappointed.
Yeah, I might just I don't know. I might just stop casting.
I will probably faceplant on this table.
Real. Oh my gosh, we have someone who's cheering on the Vandals from Boise.
Yay!
Wow.
Thank you. I'm trying to read the name. Oh, Stella.
Stella, yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Stella.
Yeah.
We are going to head into the 3rd game soon. New Mexico has not changed any of their players, but we do have Dub, Tomir, and is that Pinhead?
Pinhead, yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. Right off the kickoff, it goes to Vandal side, but Tomir and Dub the Boss are quick to push that back onto New Mexico. Aqua is not keen on letting that happen, but Pinhead prevents him from making any real progress onto the Vandal side. Tomir supporting Pinhead and going for the aggressive approach. Pinhead straight for the goal. We are so close to the Mexico goal. It is a really different start. Dub heading straight, but unfortunately a little off the mark. Tomir tries to meet Aaron, but doesn't get high enough. Pinhead takes over from there, using that boost to get to the center. Aaron tries to catch the ball. Tomir as well, trying to turn things around. Dub the Boss heads back. We are staying strictly in the New Mexico side for now, and as I say that, we move back. But Pinhead is playing nice defense already with Tomir pushing back. Agua and Aaron make for the goal, but Dub meets them mid and passes to Tomir, who it gets stolen by Sax temporarily, but Tomir sticking with it. Agua switches directions, but Dub the Boss steals it from him. Tomir tries to go mid, but Pinhead supports, thankfully allowing the Vandals to stay in possession until Aaron and Agua join the fray and start bouncing the ball between them, heading towards the Vandal goal. Pinhead just completely missed the mark right there, but Dub the Boss and, Tomir missed the mark. Dub the Boss and Pinhead are sticking back to support on defense. This really back and forth play is what we needed. That was such a close goal. Nice save by Dub the Boss. Great.
Wonderful, yeah.
But New Mexico is pushing offense really hard. Sax goes for a goal, but it's a little too high. Unfortunately, Aaron is able to support and hits it in, making that the first goal of the match.
Yeah, no, the game is getting pretty intense right there, so I can see how the Vandals get a bit flustered when we're getting that close to the goal, but hopefully they'll be able to pick it up from here.
But it's a much better performance. It's only 1 point in 2 minutes.
Exactly, yeah.
We can take this back. Pinhead and Aaron meet center. Tomir meets Sax mid-air. Agua takes control from there, but Dub is quick to slam it out of his hands. Tomir and Aaron meet. Tomir gets the advantage, and Pinhead sends the ball, but Sax takes it back to the Vandal side. Dub the Boss is guarding the goal real hard. Sax is here trying to make that goal, but Dub the Boss just isn't letting up on that defense. Now we're pushing offense, but Agua is at midfield and taking it back to the Vandal side. Agua trying to go for the goal, but it's rolling slowly. Sax was trying to put some power in it with a boost, but Tomir was there preventing that momentum. Aaron tries to steal from Tomir, and Tomir bounces it around, and unfortunately Agua takes from the sky and makes that second goal.
Yeah, no, once again, Vandal's got to get a bit tighter on the defense there. All these players are very aggressive, and I know with the aggressive playing style, you can get messy fast. So it's kind of having to get a good balance of offensive and defensive tactics here.
Personally,
Yep.
I disagree,
Go ahead.
but that's mostly because of both watching these games and like the differing plays, and also just my own soccer experience. Defense is good. We do need it.
Agreed.
But it's great when you can push your defensive line all the way up to like 3/4 of the way to midfield.
Valid.
That's when you know you have the field. That's when you know you control it. So if our defense doesn't even have to be at the goal, and Agua just made another goal. Wow. If our defense doesn't have to be at the goal, that means we're playing such a good offense that they don't even have time to push their own offense.
Yeah. And we kind of see that on New Mexico's side, actually.
Yes. They're so aggressive that we don't have the time to push our own offensive line.
Yeah.
Here's Agua and Sax already pushing for another goal, but Pinhead and Dub the Boss are ready. Dub sends the ball flying, but Sax meets it mid-air at the center line. Aaron tries to turn it around to get it at a better angle. Agua takes center field for it, but shoots too high. Oh! But just a tap over top allows Agua to make that goal.
No, that was
Was that
was
Agua
it?
or Aaron? Oh, it was Aaron.
Oh, that was a really good play.
It was.
Dang.
I don't think they even meant to do that.
Yeah, but like that was actually really good though.
Aaron and Pinhead meet center. It is 4-0, by the way. Tomir steals. Sax tries to launch it back at the goal and successfully does with assistance from our Vandals. That's great.
Wow. You know, I don't have much to say on that one.
Did you see that? Does the ball's practically air dribbled it in?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wasn't actually trying to do that. He was trying to get fast enough to stop it, but like, that's not what it looked like. Sax is heading towards the goal. Thankfully, Tomir prevents that. Oh, but Sax comes in, following through. See, that's what I said like last week.
Yeah.
And the week before that, and probably the week before that.
It's like being continuous, you know, like.
If you pass, if you shoot, if you're dribbling, you just follow the ball.
Yeah.
And you make a 6th point. It's great. Tomir tries to push for the offense, but Sax is just perfectly placed mid-air to prevent that. He's turning the ball around from defense, but Pinhead is capitalizing on the extra space along with Tomir. And a little bit of defense from New Mexico, but Dub the Boss is preventing it from passing center line. This is kind of the aggressiveness we need to see. It would have been great if he made contact with the ball there, but Tomir is there to support with Pinhead. Aaron denies sending the ball across midfield, but Tomir bounces it back into the New Mexico area. Oh, Tomir just barely misses that, and Aaron capitalizes, starts dashing over to the Vandal side goal, but thankfully our Vandals are fast enough to come back as well. Sax goes for the bounce and makes it. That is 7-0.
Dang.
That is insane.
Yeah, that is like.
That is a trick shot too.
No,
if you
like,
notice the
wow.
little. Yeah, that was a trick shot. That's great. That feels so nice.
Yeah, that was
Dub it. Oh no! That would have been wonderful. But Dub the Boss assists and makes that last goal. 6 seconds left, and we make it 7-1. That's great. Good job. That was. With Dub the Boss got assistance from Aaron.
Yeah.
To make that goal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. The Boston Sox meet in the middle. The ball shoots up the side. Pinhead tries to meet the ball up top, but time runs out. And the winner of this series is New Mexico State.
Yeah.
I believe they're taking our second place. Or we're tying. I'm not sure.
I'll take a look at the bracket, actually.
Yeah.
They're taking, I think they should be taking our second place because that'll put us at 4 wins and 2 losses, put them at 4 wins and 1 loss.
Oh, yeah. Then we're
Yeah.
probably definitely going into third place. But you know what? Third place is still a good spot. It's
No,
top 3.
100%. Like,
And this is our first, like, official year being an esports program.
Yeah,
And we're
like-
taking, like, brackets
no.
in multiple games.
Like, as
and
much as
leagues.
we've, like, dug on,
Oh, I have been digging on them.
much as a certain somebody's been digging on our esports team here, they've been doing really well.
Honestly, this is the equivalent of my check the corners in Valorant.
Oh my gosh.
But, yeah, it's impressive.
No,
we have a
agreed.
good team here. We can build them up a little bit more.
Yeah.
See some more aggressiveness, but I'm proud of them.
No, me too. Me too.
Not specifically this game, but in general.
In general, when we look at it from a overall thing,
Yes.
we're so proud of you guys.
Because
Go
you're doing
Vandals.
great.
We love the Vandals.
Go Vandals.
Yeah.
What's the next game? Redlands?
Yeah,
Is
Redlands.
that still a JV or is that another varsity?
Let me check. It looks like it should be yeah, it looks like it should be a JV team.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. We have a double game for our JV.
Mhm.
Let's see some redemption.
Yeah. They got a chance to warm up here. You know?
Yeah. All right. So we're going to check out just for now, and then we'll check back in with you guys later.
Mhm.